Welcome to the financial district of Latham, the home of the greatest mortgage company in the capital region, ClearPath Mortgage Solutions, and this is your fast break.
We're starting off today with point number one, the market update. We know you've all been waiting on the edge of your seats to hear. Tell me about the market. So Mark,
it couldn't be anything more boring. Anyway, the Fed raised rates again. Why? Because inflation's only at 3% and they want it to be at 2%. And so they're like, screw you, we're gonna raise rates one more time. We're gonna get that inflation under control. And so yeah, we're hoping that inflation numbers continue to come down, and we do believe that to happen sometime towards the end of this year and beginning of 2024. But who knows, right? Depends who you listen to. Ultimately, Mike, what does that mean for interest rates right now? Home appreciation, how's that going?
Well, let's be really clear. I think the language when we hear about rates going up, and I've been in this business for 12 years, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really actually know what it means when the Fed says they're raising rates, because mortgage rates today didn't change at all. I know it has to do with lending and behind the things that are way above my pay grade.
Yeah.
But how does it affect you and your customers, your clients, your borrowers, your buyers? Well, rates today are 1 1/8% higher. That's 1.125% higher than last year at the same time. And so it's important for you to know, okay, what do I do with this knowledge? I say talk about it. Talk about it with your customers. It's an objection, it's a concern they have. We had a client this last week say, you know what, I'm not gonna buy a home right now because of where rates are at. And we began to talk to that client about appreciation and what it means. If homes appreciate 3% this year, that $300,000 home is now $309,000 next year. We began to talk about the value of appreciation, the value of write-offs. And by the end of the call, the client said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and begin my mortgage application. Let's get pre-approved. Let's try to get into the market. I can always refinance later. So I would encourage you to have the conversation, but if rates are keeping someone on the sideline, while they wait for rates to come down, prices are going up.
Yeah.
So have the conversation.
Yeah, so good. Man, we've been really covering the Capital District recently, offering an incredible personality sales training. Mike, you've done an amazing job. There's an awesome quote out there, and it says that the single greatest problem with communication is the illusion that it's taken place. I love that, because so often we're communicating in a way that we believe other people are receiving it and being able to respond to it, and the reality is that just doesn't happen. Mike, talk a little bit about the personality sales training you've been doing and how that might benefit anyone out there who's in sales looking to lead home buyers, home sellers through this process of buying a home.
You know, this may not be for you, but I don't believe there's a greater skill that you can hone in the people business, the real estate business, than communication. And learning how to dial in your communication. Did you know that on the DISC profile, you may or may not have taken it, it's a psychoanalytical test or assessment that helps you understand your preferences of communication, buying styles, your fears, and that most of our society is, all of our society is in these 4 categories, DISC. That 86% of society are S personalities and C personalities. Guess what most realtors are? D personalities and I personalities.
Wow.
So if you know that most of your clients have a different personality than you, different perspective of approaching situations and stress, different fears, different priorities than you have, we may well be communicating, going into ships in the night, passing each other.
Yeah.
And so I want to encourage you to join and take one of our DISC personality sales training courses. We'll come right to your office and teach on it.
And we'll bring food.
And we'll bring food, and you'll get smarter, and you're gonna be able to help more clients. You know, you might have heard the phrase I used earlier, this may not be for you, but just a little add-on tip. There's a great book out there by Phil Jones called Exactly What to Say for Real Estate Agents. And that's one of the phrases. This may not be for you, but that's a great tip you can use when you're out there in the market. Hey, this may not be for you, but I've got another home coming on the market soon. This may not be for you, but I recently heard about the 10-1 ARM, and it can be a great way to overcome high interest rates. This may not be for you, but did you know next year, rates are next year appreciation, homes are gonna appreciate 3%. I wanna encourage you, hone that skill of communication, grab this book by Phil Jones, and have us come teach the DISC personality sales training for you and your team sometime soon.
Yeah, and we better wrap this up because we're actually standing in the middle of the road and we're gonna get run over just now. So that was your ClearPath Fast Break.